Good day! Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Saturday, December 18, 2021. As many as 12 people may have died and thousands were evacuated as Super Typhoon Odette slashed through 7 regions on Friday, the government's disaster management agency reported. Packing 195 km/h winds, the giant storm, with international name Rai, made 8 landfalls as it barreled its way through Mimaropa, eastern, central, and western Visayas, northern Mindanao, and Caraga. National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council Executive Director Ricardo Halad said the 12 deaths were still being validated. The World Health Organization's representative in the Philippines believes Omicron could replace Delta as the dominant COVID-19 variant in the Philippines. Dr. Rabindra Abeyasinghe made the observation after the Philippines reported its first 2 Omicron cases. One is a Filipino who arrived from Japan, and the second a Nigerian who flew in from Oman. Abeyasinghe said in an interview on ANC on Friday that while initial information suggests that Omicron might be milder than Delta, its high transmissibility rate may make those who are yet to be vaccinated highly vulnerable, which could lead to increased hospital admissions. It is also highly possible that Omicron may replace Delta as the dominant variant within the next few weeks or months, Abeyasinghe said. The WHO official is worried about the large number of people who now venture out of their homes despite the continued threat of the virus, especially in the national capital region. The Bangko Sentro ng Pilipinas said hackers used other financial institutions other than the Union Bank of the Philippines to transfer funds stolen from Banco de Oro clients. In a briefing on Friday, BSP Technology and Innovation Supervision Department Director Melchor Plabasan said the BSP has surveillance showing that there might be other institutions other than Union Bank which may have been used to funnel away the stolen funds. Plabasan said the institutions were both banks and non-bank entities. He said he cannot disclose their names because the central bank must first complete its inquiry. Union Bank earlier said it had identified 6 persons of interest involved in the breach, which Plabasan confirmed had already been reported to the National Bureau of Investigation. The hacking was discovered over the weekend after BDO clients reported fraudulent transactions from their accounts to an individual named Mark Nagoyo, who is a Union Bank account holder. BDO said 700 or so customers whose accounts were hacked are being compensated. Plabasan also answered issues surrounding the legality of the quitclaim forms that BDO requires the hacking victims to sign before reimbursing them. The Bureau of Customs could fully automate its operations in the next 2 to 3 years, paving the way for better transparency, curtailing corruption, and providing services with the least human intervention while increasing revenue collections. In a roundtable discussion with the Manila Times on Friday, Customs Associate Commissioner Vincent Philip Maronilla said the agency has significantly moved forward on the road to full automation. Maronilla, who is also the Bureau's spokesman, said the ongoing Philippine Customs Modernization Project, which is funded by an $84 million loan from the World Bank, has enabled the Bureau to significantly cut physical transactions between customs employees and the transacting public. The number of poor Filipinos increased to 26.14 million as of the first half of this year, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. National statistician Claire Dennis Mapa said in a news briefing on Friday that the poverty incidence among the population in the first semester of 2021 was estimated at 23.7%, up from 21.1% in the same period in 2018. According to MAPA, poverty incidence is the proportion of impoverished Filipinos whose per capita income is insufficient to cover their basic food and non-food needs. President Rodrigo Duterte issued a circular reducing the real property taxes as well as interest and penalties imposed on power generation facilities of independent power producers operating under build-operate-transfer contracts with government-owned or controlled corporations. Signed by the Chief Executive on December 16 and released by Malacanang on Friday, Executive Order 157 was aimed at preventing losses among sectors. Over to business, Security Bank forecasts the Philippine economy to grow by 6.5% next year as COVID-19 restrictions are eased and the local vaccination program against the virus continues. According to Security Bank economist Robert Dan Roses, they are seeing encouraging data signaling sustained long-term economic recovery amid improvements in private consumption, manufacturing production, public infrastructure spending, and external trade. Roses said they are projecting economic recovery to be led by the growth in private consumption. In sports, 6 imported and local racehorses collide in the centerpiece event of the 8th Pasay the Travel City Racing Festival today at the Metro Turf in Malvar, Batangas. The entries in the much-awaited Grand Cup are Paulo Mendoza's Tony Love and American Factor, the Golden 3 Kings Resources Incorporated's Full Steam, Oliver Velasquez's Raintree Scarlet, Virgilio Cruz's Great Wall, and Faustino Datu's Sun Also Rises. This 1,600-meter race will be the highlight of the day-long racing extravaganza honoring the city of Pasay as the premier tourism getaway of the Philippines. The winner of this race will go home with the top prize of 300,000 pesos plus a trophy. The winning trainer and jockey will also receive an elegant crystal trophy each. Antonio Contreras and Dian Macabenta are today's front-page columnists. Contreras hints at possible intervention of next year's elections, while Macabenta believes that Bongbong Marcos's message resonates. Today's editorial discusses the creation of a super cabinet body to address digitalization. Read the full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the Voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram and keep up with the Times. On behalf of the Manila Times, this is Arik John Sikwa reporting. Have a safe weekend ahead.